What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Vuvuzela, in the building for more Vuvuzela Victory Challenge, episode 82. As we moved on to Liverpool in an attempt to try and win the Champions League and get into that Hall of Fame, worldwide Hall of Fame, might I add. Premier League, though, this is where we're focusing right now. We need to get out of the bottom half of the Premier League. That is the goal since we moved into Liverpool. We came in when they were sitting in 16th place. We've done okay. I'll leave it at that. You guys get to see 2 games in the Premier League today. Make sure you hit subscribe, get notified, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Run that intro. What's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy, the Vuvuzela. It is more Liverpool action. And I'm starting off on the finance screen because we need to address the elephant in the room. We are negative 105 million in debt overall for the club. We do have 76 million in the transfer budget. I can't adjust it because of the wage budget, which we have managed to bring down to just under $1 million, which is good. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about the overall balance because I mean, if we can make it back into the Champions League this season and actually progress further into the Champions League, it will be very good. In terms of sales, we can just look at the history. We managed to sell off a few of the players, 2 of them, in fact. Ibrahim Konate gone to Saudi for 3 million and Zorro going for 5 million to Saudi. Those 2 deals are done and dusted. We have brought in 2 big names in Gabriel Alonso in the centre-back position, going to add some nice extra depth there. And Julio Cesar will be our first-team player alongside Marcio. Let's try that again. Alongside Yaya and Marvel, rather, not Marcio. He is currently injured, though, so we won't see him in action for the time being. But he is a very, very good centre-back and a good set-piece weapon, which I do like the look of. In terms of other signings, we do have one more potentially coming in. João Miguel Avida coming in on 130,000 per week. We're just waiting for him to see if he accepts that offer. But I think he's definitely going to add a lot more on that left-hand side. And in terms of selling, there is one player that's confirmed. He's leaving, Nicholas Heidel, our goalkeeper, for 9 million. And then a couple of loanees out there. Well, one loanee and Matthew Watson for 190,000. We have tried offering a few more players out. I did try and make an offer for a goalkeeper. Mustafa Hachem here looks like a very, very good goalkeeper. Diaz, unfortunately, is just well overpriced. I did make an offer. This was the offer that I made, 38.5 million overall, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And of the 50 appearances, they get 6.5. The board said no. They don't want to spend more than 36.5 million. Trying to negotiate with them. The deal fell through. We're now just waiting till we can make an offer again. Yeah, I just hope that Barcelona or Tottenham don't make that offer while we're waiting, because he is literally the only goalkeeper that wants to come to the club. Unfortunately, like I said, Diaz, they just want way, way too much money for him. They put Fabio Cruz as their number 1 goalkeeper. That is weird. Diaz, though, he is really, really good, but they wanted 125 million for him, and then he wanted, I did make that offer, and then he wanted close to almost 190,000 per week, which is absolutely crazy. And then the other thing I saw was quite cool. Jurgen Klopp has taken over Porto. He left Liverpool. He was the one that got sacked at Liverpool. He came in, and his first game of the season against Sporting Lisbon, they drew 1-1, which is quite a little bit interesting there. Lars Skurtelis scored the goal. It's a very interesting tactic that they have decided. I don't know why they went with Fabio Cruz in goal, but this is what they're going with. Border playing as the defensive midfielder. Julio Cesar was playing there. But a very, very interesting squad nonetheless. The fact the likes of, Bueno Vaz, Raza, Lisboa, Vida not getting game time. Rami being called up to the first team, which is a very interesting situation. Dazan dropped from the squad immediately. He was listed for loan. I see he's not listed for loan anymore. I am still considering maybe making an offer for him, but I might wait till the summer for that one. as we do have a lot of attacking options at the moment at the club. So I need to kind of trim that part down in terms of just how we're doing. How are we doing from the last time you met us when we were at Norwich? We've had a robot. That's what we've had. Brighton lost 1-0. We played horribly there. Lamine Yamal missed a penalty as well. Neto and Barroso both picked up injuries in that game. We then went on to beat Brentford 5-1. Lautaro Amadara scoring a hat-trick. Nisarov and Stoudemire both putting in goals. And then a 0-0 draw against Bournemouth, which wasn't the best of results. Today's episode is going to be a little bit topsy-turvy in the sense that we are going to do the Newcastle game. That is a definite. We're definitely doing the Newcastle game. We're then coming back for the West Ham game. I was going to do Leicester, but they've dropped it a little bit away. So I want to do Newcastle and West Ham. And then if anything happens, there will be a transfer deadline in this day as well. We can see any signings that we've had for this month. Because the reason is the next episode I'm coming back for Man City and Tottenham, I think is a fantastic one. And the one after that is Man United Arsenal, bar any Champions League matches, because we will go through to the next phase of the Champions League. Regardless, so with that being said, ladies and gents, we are now taking on Newcastle in this game. Newcastle currently sitting in 4th place. They are 10 points ahead of us in the league. We're slowly creeping back up. We're up to 11th here. If Leicester lose to Norwich, we could go ahead of Leicester City, which would be absolutely fantastic. We just need a victory over Newcastle. That is the main play. In terms of team news, some big news, obviously. Like I said, we signed the likes of Alonso and Cesar. Cesar, unfortunately, still injured. He's out for another 5 weeks. Neto out for another 2 weeks. Ramsey still recovering. He's out for another 10 days. Other news is our goalkeeper has returned, but we're not going to play him because he's leaving tomorrow. And Barroso is finally 100% fit, so he will come back into the squad. Elsewhere, we are going to start with a young centre-back pairing in Alonso and Yaya as our 2 centre-backs. That is the only other change I am going to make for now. We'll bring him onto the bench. So this is the team that is going to start. Tyler Wilson will be in goals. Nestorov, Alonso, Yaya, and Dubek will be our back 4. Lupini and Shingonzi will be the centre mids. Lupini has been playing super well as of late as the ball-winning midfielder, so much so that Sugun, I might even consider selling him off. He is 21 years old. He is a very good player, but there's just something about him that's just not clicking with me. And then up front, we're going to go with Amanda on the right, Barroso as the centre, Lamal off on the left-hand side. I am still waiting for the likes of Ramsey to come back. I've tried Elliott in that position. Just not working. We do have Kvaratskhelia, who I can easily slot into that position. You know what? In fact, Lamal's been poor. Kvaratskhelia, come back into that play. Play on the left-hand side. You are 33 years old. You still have something left in you. Victor Roque will continue up front. He's been on good goal-scoring form. 10 goals for us this season so far. I have been giving Ander Gig a little bit of opportunity to try and just, as we need a spare centre-back because Neto is injured. We do have other strikers we could potentially play in that position. People like Slobosai can play in that position. Lamal, Barroso can all play in that position. So there's options available for us. But that's the team that's starting against Newcastle. We're going to give Gabriel Alonso a new shirt number. I actually want 5 to be Cesar. We'll give him 14. We'll give you 14. 5 will be Julio Cesar. That's the team that's going for it. Of course, Alonso, good in the air. We're going to expect some good set pieces. Of course, not as good as Julio Cesar, but I think the two of them will be absolutely fantastic in the centre-back position. Let's go to Anfield to take on Newcastle. We've got a highlight coming in the 3rd minute of the game. Dubok's long throw gets cleared, but not as far as Nisarov, who cuts inside. He's got Barroso. And Barroso scores his 3rd goal of the season. I think that was onside. I don't think that was offside. He has been absolutely fantastic as the attacking midfielder. It is awarded. It is 1-0 to Liverpool within 4 minutes. Lipini gives the ball nicely to Nestorov, who cuts inside beautifully. And a nice little tap-in finish from Barroso. I don't know why Klopp didn't play this man. Barroso is just absolutely fantastic of a player. We don't need to see the offside. It wasn't offside. That is a massive, massive result for us, actually, in the grand scheme of things. Duboc looking for Barroso now for another throw. He gives the ball away to Nuari. Roque, look at him, and tenaciously gets back to try and block any sort of counter-attack that they have. Livramento looking to get into the England squad. Of course, Livramento has had a call-up under me for the last set of games. Didn't perform very well. Lupini finds Duboc. Kvaratskhelia. Jaja. Duboc. Back to Jaja. Giving all the way back to Wilson. Alonso. Good ball for him to Barroso. Picks up Vite Croy. Lets it run for Amada. And that is Lautaro's 7th goal of the season. What a finish. What a finish was that. That was brilliant. A nice little dummy from Victor Roque. Barroso's through ball. Absolutely pin perfect. Amada with the finish. And that is a good finish from the Liverpool right wing, or centre mid rather. And like I was saying, that centre mid has just been absolutely fantastic. I don't know how Klopp did not play him. I really, really don't understand why Klopp didn't play him. But he's proving to be quite the commodity within the Liverpool team. Him and Amuda as well. Both of them have been absolutely fantastic since coming in. Lupini with the back post header. Luca Lupini scores the 3rd for Liverpool. And Newcastle are getting absolutely slaughtered in the first half here at Anfield. Right behind the Kop. And Lupini heads that home. Beautifully done. That is what you love to see. Absolutely fantastic. I actually don't know if that's the Kop side. I'm going to just assume it is. Lupini with another header. This time it bounces on Yaya with the rebound. Picks up his 1st goal of the season. I don't know what Fran was doing there. The goalkeeper had a moment of madness. We're 4-0 up now. Another set piece. The 2nd goal from a corner. Lupini's header took a huge deflection on one of the defenders. Fran, instead of holding it, just palmed it straight down to Yaya, who was on the back post. The goal line technology is showing that it didn't go over the line initially. But, I mean, I don't even know why they're showing us that, because, like, Yaya finished it after that. So, either way, it was going to be a goal if it did cross the line. And Newcastle have just been absolutely dismantled by this Liverpool team. Kvaratskhelia also performing quite well. So much so that, at 33 years old, not a bad showing from the Georgian international. In terms of the second half, much of the same, guys. That's what I'm expecting. Much of the same is what I'm expecting for this second half. Newcastle have brought on some subs to try and help with the situation. Bernandes now to Dixon, who is one of those in contention for the English team, by the way. Laressa, back to Bernandes. Not Bernandes, Dixon, by the way. Here he goes to George, over to Bogart. He's got João Pedro in front of him. Nuari's gone to the right-hand side. He's trying to cross in. Wilson easily picks that up as an easy save from the young English goalkeeper. Nestori to Alonso. He's on a yellow card on his debut. Goes over the top to Teresio. Not a great ball from Alonso, must be said. George, though, gives it away in a terrible position. Vic Roque, what were you doing? Like, that is just crazy finishing from Roque, Victor. Like, you got 18 finishing. You should be hitting the target when you have a chance like that. Yaya pulls down Dixon. That is not going to be a penalty. It is going to be a corner instead. I don't know how Victor Roque missed that. That is just... How did he miss that? João Pedro, though. Curujas to Bernardes. Goes trying to do something. Teresio, Livramento trying something. The Newcastle players. Nuari's through. Duboc. Beautiful tackle to stop the attack for the time being. But Livramento's through into the box. Looking for options. Chigose tackles him hard. I think that might be outside the box, though. I don't think that's a penalty. I think that was outside the box. I think he had just gone outside the box. Don't think that's a pen. No penalty. It is going to be a free kick in a very dangerous position for Newcastle, which obviously doesn't result into anything. We're making some swaps. Victor Roque is coming off. That was just absolutely shocking. I'm going to try Yamal up front. Let's see if he can do anything. Kvaratskhelia not having the best of games. Elliott coming on. He's had a good first half. Second half hasn't been great. Jingozi with that tackle is coming off. Stoudemire. Let me try that again. Surt Demir is coming on. Zidane, Sotomayor for the roaming playmaker position. Everywhere else, everybody's playing all right. The 2 yellow cards for our defenders does worry me a bit, but it seems like Dubok and Nestorov generally just get yellows throughout most of their games. So that is something just to keep an eye out in terms of depth for us, because we don't really have much depth in terms of right and left back. That is something we might need to look at in the summer. Right now, we're trying to sign players that will just help the club right now. With that being said, we're going to make some more swaps. A couple of players looking a little bit tired there. Barroso looking quite tired outside there. I'm going to bring on Seguin to play in the attacking midfielder role. Can play in that decently. And elsewhere, Eve's not playing great. We're going to bring on Marvel and move Yaya to the left-hand side. He can play quite well on that left-hand side as well. Couple of minutes left just to get some fresh legs in there, just to ease out the game. I feel like the game is won. I don't see us dropping any more goals or points in this game, rather maybe goals but not points. Long throw from Elliott to Yaya, picks up Lupini, trying to find Marvel in a good position. He's lost out. Nestorov though will clean up from the back. Yaya down on the right hand side now, picking up Harvey Elliott. Good ball to Yaya, back to and Seguin on the back post, couldn't get it. Amuda, Nestorov, someone shoot. Amuda takes the shot this time. And Fran heads it over the box, over the goal mouth row. Elliott with the corner. Going short to Amuda. Back to Elliott. Looking for options. Goes all the way back to Alonso. And that's really the end of the highlight. That was a terrible corner from us. Of course, with this win, it looks like Leicester is losing as well, which is good news for us. Lamine Yamal trying to do something. Back to Lamine Yamal! What a finish from Lamine Yamal. That is a pure strike. That is just brilliant. The long throw causes problems for the Newcastle defense. Lamine Yamal started the movement, picked back and then just whacked it into the back of the net. That's 5 against Newcastle. That's great for our goal difference. We're up to 10 goals now in the goal difference. We absolutely slaughtered Newcastle in this game. That was brilliant for us. Well done, lads. Absolutely fantastic. We destroyed Newcastle. They had a 5-goal difference, and now they're down back to 0. With that win, though, it means we now move within 4 points of Aston Villa in 7th place. They do have a game in hand over us, though, not to be confused. But Leicester, they beat Norwich, so I thought we would go ahead of them. I thought they lost. I didn't actually look at them there. But it does mean we're now within 1 point of Crystal Palace and West Ham. We both have a game in hand on us. We do play West Ham next in the video. Of course, we just got to get through Burnley in the FA Cup 3rd round first. We'll be back for that West Ham game. Right, guys, so we're back for the West Ham game. In terms of transfers, there's some transfer news. We do have some news in terms of sales. Watson has left, gone off to Cardiff. Kvaratskhelia, rather. He's gone off to Saudi Arabia on a free transfer. He's earning 1.6 million per week to play in Saudi for Al Ahly. That is ridiculous. That is Rolando Mokwena. Oh, nice to see him there. But yeah, this team is just full of just a lot of money. We sold Emega to them and Tarekos. Just wanted to put that out there. But I mean, the chances of us bringing any one of these guys in. Yeah, this guy I had a look at. Looks like he is a very, very good left back. 17-year-old. They want 55 million from him. I can't afford that. But with that being said, we've also sold another one of our youngsters in Marcio Cortaxo. Never going to break into the first team. Good striker. Good striker. Left back. But I feel like it is. He's on loan at Rennes. But I think we'll probably end up selling him. In terms of players brought in, we do have, like I said, we confirmed the 3 signings. Vida was officially confirmed at 47. And then we also brought in Sam Hunt from Barcelona, the young striker, 26-year-old English striker. He looks like he is absolutely brilliant when it comes to being a striker. He's played 5 games for Barcelona, scored 2 goals. Only 1 game started in the league and 2 goals in that one. But he looks like he could be a decent little striker. Tottenham Youth Academy player, so that's something. And then in terms of just other information, we are looking at bringing in 1 more player. This guy's coming in at the end of the season, Goran Radanovic. a right wing, also attacking midfielder, coming on a free transfer when his contract expires at AC Milan. Probably won't sign him just yet, but I think as a good rotation option on that right-hand side, I think he could be very, very good. And in terms of selling, Ricky Diwali, never going to play him, so he's going out on loan with an option to buy. Kieran Pugh is another player also going out on leaving the club. 275 is sort of what we're going. For Norwich, though, because they are going to raise up to 350, but maybe Ipswich can give me the money up front. And then lastly, Vincent Anderberg. 2 clubs in for him, Leverkusen and Real Sociedad, 15 million. I think that's a decent amount. And then Stamovic going out on loan to Hoffenheim for quite a substantial fee. I do like this for Dran Stamovic, youngster, 21-year-old. I didn't bring him up from the first because we had so many strikers coming in, but I should have actually, because he's actually pretty good. But allow him to go on loan one more season out at Hoffenheim. In terms of the team that's taking on West Ham, this is how we're starting in the lineup. This was sort of when I went to, quick pick and see the starting 11, just to see where we're at in terms of starting 11. This is what they've decided is the starting 11. I don't think it is. Oh, another one. Where is he? Marvel. Marvel is leaving us at the end of the season. He's joining PSG. How much is he joining PSG for? Did he reject the contract? Oh, he did reject the contract. Oh, nice. Well done, Marvel. You're staying then. I'll still try and sell him, though. 32 years old. Can capitalize on that money. But yeah, sorry. This is the team that is going to start against West Ham. We did draw to Burnley in the FA Cup, so there's that. But this is the back four we're going to go with. Elliot, come out there. Chingonzi, come in. Swap those two. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, this is the team that is going to start when it comes to the Premier League. We need to find some points. We need to get some points in here. I am going to start Sam Hunt up front instead of Roque. I want to give him as much game time as possible. Vida as well on that left flank. Ramsey is fit, but not 100% fit. So I'd rather not risk him for another game at least. Help him out, just to, build up on that. He will be on the bench, though, if we do need his assistance. Same with the likes of Yamal as well. Soboslai. We don't have much of a bench to talk about. These are most of the guys we're trying to sell off and trying to get rid of. We are rebuilding the squad quite a bit. Let's go to the West Ham Stadium. It is the Olympic Stadium. I think they're still playing there. London Stadium. Yep, they're still playing there. So we'll take them on. And hopefully we can walk away with a win. Cox plays the long ball across to Salsler, who's through on goal. Takes the shot just over the top of Wilson's goal. We have the goal kick looking for Vida on that flank. Can't find him. Laycock finds Salsler. Dubok once again takes him up, but Laycock is back there. Into the box. Flynn takes the shot. Defender, I think it was Alonso. They got the last-ditch effort in. We are struggling. We are definitely struggling against West Ham. West Ham yet again with the free kick now. Going short to Perone. Can't find the gap around. Flynn somehow finds his way through. Gets past Wilson. And is that offside? I wonder. I don't think it is. I think it is a goal. Yeah, it's a goal. We're 1-0 down to West Ham. I mean, Barroso, I don't know what he was doing there. And then Nostorov let Flynn cut through, and it was an easy finish in the end for the West Ham winger. And they're coming at us again. This time Dubok beats his man, confuses himself a little bit with Vida, gets the ball forward. It's weird that what a goal. What a goal. I can't even be mad at that. Mora with the finish. That's 2-0 down now, but I can't even be mad at this, guys. This was just... wow. Like, Perone set it up for Mora. One-time shot. I feel like Wilson maybe should have got a hand to that, but I'm not going to take anything away from Mora. That was That was shockingly good. That was damn good. I don't know how. How are we not even in this game? We destroyed Newcastle 5-0. Now we can't even get anywhere near West Ham. They're literally all over us. And on paper, Newcastle the better team. We need to do something a lot better in the second half, don't we? Right, we've made 2 swaps for the second half. I've brought on Elliot and Yamal, both on that left-hand side. Chingozi and Vida weren't playing well. Hopefully, these two can turn the tide a little bit for us. We've got a nice long throw. Harvey Elliott does have a long throw cannon in him. Picks up Yaka. Back to Elliott. Looking for Dubok, who hits it just wide. That's our first highlight, by the way. Our first actual real chance that we've had. Going to bring on some subs, more subs. I think we're struggling a little bit. Hunt not playing well. We'll bring on Vitor Roque. And then Amanda not playing well either. Yeah, I'm going to bring on Soboslai. But I'm going to play Soboslai on the left. And Yamal on the right. I think that might be the play. Just to try and do something here. There's going to be a highlight though before the subs come on. Dubok. Lamine Yamal, who scored a worldie against Newcastle. Cuts inside to Elliott. Back to Lamine. And a good save from the goalie. We're knocking in the second half now. We've made these swaps. We've brought in some energy. We've brought in some a bit more momentum in our favor. Nestorov looking for the throw. Picks up the ball back to him. Lipani goes back to Alonso. Nestorov now down the wing. Got lots of space. Finds Barroso. Takes the shot. That's kind of been our shtick for this last game, hasn't it? Even against the Burnley game, we had so many terrible missed chances. We just can't seem to finish our chances, and it's been a constant pain. And West Ham just do that, and Maurice Flynn scores his second of the game, and this is it. It's done. It's the end of the game. Let's just call it as it is. This is just terrible. I can't even comment on that. Like, that was just bad all around. Just bad. And it does mean now Leicester in 7th goes 6 points clear. We had to close the gap to 4. But you know what? There's still lots of football left to play. Anything can happen. We need to go back to the drawing board. So a bit of soul searching, I think, is needed after that performance. Not happy with how the team played. We just didn't play well at all. We were never in the game. It's just sad all over. All right, what I'm going to do though is I am going to end the video off here. I know we said we'll do a transfer deadline if something happens, but what I'd rather do is do the transfer deadline before the Wolves game, and then we'll come back for the Man City Tottenham game in about a month's time. So that's where we're at the moment. I'm gonna have to play a couple of these games, and we'll come back for the Man City Tottenham game. Well, there you have it, folks. A bit of a mixed bag of results. Beating Newcastle convincingly, and then convincingly being beaten by West Ham. Never ideal, but unfortunately, that is what has happened. If you like the video, please hit the like button. It really does help the algorithms a lot. Leave a comment or two as well. It really does. And I appreciate every single one of you guys watching these videos. For 82 episodes, a really, really big shout out to all of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And till next time, peace. Chicken grease.